Hey, hi, lovelies. This is Satara coming to you live in effect from Planet Earth. So we're reading this book, and I'm going back over something that was noted as, I've never read this book, right? But many of the self-love practices that I've been working on for quite some time, some years right now, these people in this book, pointing them out and bringing them to the forefront and saying that. So let's get into it. We're on page 11, and we're on the middle paragraph of the page. It says there are two ways to be in a relationship. You got that? There's two ways. The first way is to look out for yourself. For this to work, you only give the extent the other person in the relationship gives to you, and you take the extent the other person takes. Okay? You must always be looking out for yourself to ensure it feels fair, keeping score, adding, subtracting, who has done what to determine your next action or your next step. The second way is to ensure it feels fair, right? No. My bad. The second way is to quit keeping score. Just forget about the score. And give yourself completely to the relationship. You give no thought about what is fair. You quit worrying about what you have added. You take in relating to the other. You quit playing tit for tat. You just engage selflessly, caring for the other partner. Okay, so it says the first approach is likely to be fair, but comes at a cost. Not only do you spend valuable time and mental resources keeping score and worried about when somebody owes you and the debts and the credits and all this, the relationship is fragile and prone to rupture. Okay, it's just going to rupture on that one. The second approach says free you from accounting burden. Let me repeat that. The second approach frees you from this accounting burden, and the selflessness you give to the relationship is likely to be reciprocated and enrich your life in many ways. And page 12 says, imagine taking the second approach to your relationship with the person you choose to share your life with. Whatever you determine your happiness by your ability to enrich your partner's happiness. It is a bold thing to love in this manner. You are fully trusting that your partner is similarly, that's a real word, committed. But loving in such a selfless manner has tremendous benefits. So it goes on, and it says, moreover, the second paragraph in the middle of this page, it says, the third one rather, moreover, loving someone in this manner changes you for the better. Prior to expanding your circle, you could be completely self-centered, and it really did not matter. But there is no way to have a successful partnership without learning to share and to love. Let me repeat that. But there is no way to have a successful partnership without learning to share and love. So, and I'm going to tell you something. I am apt to believe that I'm not just going to be discussing romantic love. I'm talking about the very forms of love, or the word love. There's some misconceptions about that word. I think, let me say something here. People say stuff like, I'm going to say some of these beings on earth say stuff like, I'm doing this because I love you. So they're giving you tragedy and trauma and victimship because they love you. Okay, so what do I think about that? Now, I'm going to take a pass on that. You can get that to somebody else. I think I'm good on what you're trying to tell me right now. I think I'm good on what you're trying to say to me. I think I'm good with what you're trying to display. Ooh, my little hair, my little flower is bouncing. I love it. Anyways, I'm very good with what you're trying to tell me. If you're trying to tell me stuff like, oh, I'm doing this just to show you that I love you, and it's painful. What? Where is they doing this? I be like, what planet am I on again? Okay, I'm on planet Earth, where people, I'm using the word loosely, say stuff like, I'm hurting you because I love you. Okay, it's just like when I was little. Let's say this, until I got 13, 14, 15. One of my parents, I'm using that word real loosely, said, I'm basically beating you is to show you I love you. No, what you did to me is you opened me up to be in an abusive relationship where people can pop the hell out of me and pop my eyes. So if you're scared, go to church because I'm cussing right now. Pop the hell out of me, whoop my A, and beat me up and cause scarring on out, not only on the outside but the inside. You setting me up to be in this type of environment, in this type of relationship, and it doesn't matter what the type of relationship is. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if it's friendship, kinship, auntie, uncle, you cousin, romantic. And you setting me up for me to be available for these types of relationship and this type of mindset. And I really get up there when I think about it. And I really I believe this is why I didn't physically punish my kids, because number one, that got told to me so much that my brain just went on a warp mode, and I was like, even when I heard it when I was like, I think the first time I remember hearing it, I was like 10. I can't remember what it's for right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna remember later. I was like 10 years old, and I got in trouble, right? And yeah, he just wants to telling me how it was for my own good, and he was gonna give me a whooping, but it wasn't a whooping. Let's just say this right out, flat out. It wasn't a whooping, it was a beating, okay? It was a stone cold beating. If I'd have been a grown-ass man, that beating would have sufficed. But because I was a child, not only that, a female child, being beaten by an older, more stronger male in that position, using his force on me, that's like, that's like probably like 200 pounds compared to my little, 30, 40, 50 pounds, because I didn't even weigh that much. I didn't weigh even 100 pounds for a long time. I didn't weigh 100 pounds till I got out of high school. So when I was like 10, I know I didn't weigh, but I barely weighed probably anything. And I had food issues, so I didn't really eat that much. So I wasn't a big kid. I was a very small kid, very thin, very gawkingly even sometimes probably. And the whooping consists of go outside, get your switch off the tree, and that's what it consisted of. Or it was just, a slap. And I ain't talking about a friendly slap. The other part of this is hide your wives, hide your kids, unclothed. No clothes on. So let me tell you something here. So I'm going to tell y'all something. Like, if you yelling at your kids about whatever, okay, we got you. But if you're going to the area where you're abusing these children, you know what abuse is. You're not a dummy. A lot of y'all are not dummies. Y'all hella smart. You're very intelligent. So I'm just going to say, if you out here and you beating your children to the point where they got some marks and bruises that do not heal, I'm talking about on the inside too. Okay, we ain't leaving that out. And you tell them it's for their own good for them to be abused in this manner. It is not for their own good. I'm going to say that. Excuse me, I'm having my own tea that I made from this company. No. You setting them up. You setting them up to be hurt, harmed, not only, mentally, but verbally, emotionally, physically. You setting them up for them to create those types of environments and to be good and to thrive in that type of environment. And they're not going to thrive. They're going to barely survive. Because I can tell you right now, I barely survived the relationships that I made, that I cultivated, that I put time and effort into. I barely survived those emotionally, mentally. And now look, now did nobody, I got a couple of things that happened, but for the most part, no. We was not doing that. Actually, you strike, I strike back. That's like a snake. So, thank goodness I didn't get, that part of it. Because I think what I got emotional and mental was quite enough, So, excuse me, while I'm coughing while I'm doing this video. So like I said, don't set your kids up for some trauma that they don't deserve. You the parent, you the adult, so you it's your job to learn how to strategically give them, adequate supervision, love and understanding, and not only that, but adequate, what people call punishment, but not really punishment. I'm saying like adequate leading them on how to treat each other and how to treat themselves. If you tell them stuff like they getting beat because they bad and all that, man, shut up. That's what I be feeling when people say that. So I'm going to tell you a little story. Right now I'm sitting in this place, and this mama and daddy was scolding the kid about how he was behaving with this other adult. And they were asking him, like, why you act like that? And he was like, because they are not nice to me. And they, the parents get that look on their face like, how they not nice to you? They do that whole thing. And then the mama was like, instantly she said, well, did you deserve it? And he says that he's getting yelled at. Clue number one, first of all, he's getting yelled at in an aggressive manner, because the way he said he was yelled at, he was saying it like it was aggressive tone. And she gonna say, did you deserve that? So you letting other adults not only admonish your children, but talk to them aggressively, and then you're gonna be wondering why they in a relationship where they do that, or why they do that to their siblings. Oh man, cut it out. I need you to go on, take yourself back somewhere else where you can learn more. Because you know what, I never professed to be Ace number one boom coon parent of the world, but dang, just whooping children, it triggers me, so I'm triggered, so I couldn't whoop no kids. I was too empathetic. I could ground them though. I'm good at that. They can write me a bunch of essays. They could clean a bunch of baseboards and light fixtures and wall fixtures, but as far as spanking them and whooping them, put my hands on them, I'm going to say I probably only done it once per kid ever. And, even doing those, I still was like, that was not called for. So I'm going to tell you, like, consistent whooping and spanking and all that, that was never me. Nah, that wasn't me at all. I couldn't even muster my strength up to do that. And so even me thinking about it even me thinking about that I'm going to whoop them or spank them, that even gave me I was nauseated. Nobody knows this. I would get nauseated. I get like I'm about to throw up because I have triggers, and I had a parent who was consistently beating me. Besides the other sexual abuse and the mental abuse and the emotional stuff, physically being beaten, your body being beaten, period, is a no-no. That's your body gonna go places where you don't even want to go, and you can create a bunch of self-loathing, self-hate. So in terms of getting yourself correctly in the path of who, what, when, why, where's in yourself, and how you spend the time in yourself, with yourself. I know many people don't do that. Everybody's different, but you know what? I'm gonna say something like, I still think you kind of want to take some time to yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Hold yourself in the highest regard, because you know what, these people think, man, it's selfish, and that, man, first of all, you got to get yourself up so high within yourself to where when you do find somebody that you want to make a emotional commitment to, because it's not as emotional, mental, it's a whole thing. You're supposed to, in terms of what I see, it's in your best interest to be loved up, warriored up, self-worth up, self-esteemed up, self-inclusion up, self-dynamic up, self-development up, in order to be in a relationship with a romantic being. We can talk about that now. A romantic being, you in a romantic type of relationship and you trying to get this. I'm not here to say anything, but I'm here to say this. I'm gonna say this. Like, you think I spent 9 years working on me being with somebody else? No, I spent 9 years working on myself, and that wasn't nobody's responsibility. To me, even right now, it's my responsibility to take care of myself if I'm gonna be in a romantic relationship or not. it's my responsibility. Like when I have an issue, take issue with you, but I need to take issue with myself first, and let me see what I'm allowing, not allowing, and if it's gonna be all right. So, regardless though, it's gonna be all right. It just works itself out. So I'm gonna just say, seeding, planting seeds in your own garden, watering those seeds, tilling the ground of your self-love. This is all self-love. Thriving, cultivating self-love. That is a very, 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 very great place to start, begin, and end, and reciprocate as much as you can, as long as the alignment of who you are and the alignment of somebody else is matching. And if it's not matching, maybe you need to give it a little bit of space, a little bit of time, and maybe, it can work out. It can work out either way. If you by yourself or with somebody, that's just the way of the world. But I'm saying, if you want this romantic love type to exist in your life, it's something to see when you give yourself the self-love that you more than deserve. You're not trampling nobody with it. You're not stepping on people's neck with your self-love. You're just doing your thing in terms of self-love. So that is the end of this statement. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a card from the angel card deck. It surely is, and I'm gonna put a stone on it. So while I talk to you, we're gonna get a card at the end. Okay, thank you. So as I always say, you gotta be alive, be well, and be strong. Some of this stuff on the earth planet, these people. I think I'm not 2 times when they knocked the earth. Okay, so we pulling it. We asking for a card for it. Okay. Yeah, the whole deck slid out. I don't think we want a bunch of cards. I don't think we want a bunch of cards. Okay. You can't make this up. So we're going to say that we got 2 cards. That's what happened. So the first card is Archangel Ariel. So if you don't like this part, you can surely get off. This is the part where I'm about to do a card reading from the angel deck today. The Angel Among Us deck by Victoria Maxwell. Archangel Ariel. Okay. Environment, abundance, guardian of the earth. Okay, so remember I just said these earthlings, these people on this planet, they be doing it different. So you got to know where your position is. And it says Archangel Ariel's name means lioness of God. She is the fierce and loving guardian protector of the earth. So let me tell you something. These are not. They're not just angel cards. I'm gonna tell y'all. There's a duality to these cards, and I know a lot of y'all probably don't want to hear about that duality person. We ain't gonna mention it yet, but that is for the people that's more in this other area of this type of thinking, this level type of thinking and advancement area on this duality side. She has a deep love and reverence for the natural world, especially animals. She supports you in healing. What I'm saying, this whole conversation been talking about healing. Being able to be within your space and be self-loving. Okay. Man, that's beautiful. Archangel Ariel can help you connect deeply to her and your flow of abundance in nature. Remember, I'm talking about abundance as well. That was love and relationships. Let's see what it says. Deepen your relationship with your pets, your animals, play, and quality time. I did say something about play today. You got to be able to play. That's one of my things I said there. Spend time with friends, family, and loved ones out in nature. Clear and align your relationship. This is just some tips. Well-being. Nature is the most powerful healer. Go outside, swim, take a bath, go forest bathing rather, take a walk in the park. Spirituality, it says, work with power, animal guides. Take yourself into meditation and invite your animal guides. So that's for the people that are into spirit guides that are animals, animal totems and all that. So that's for y'all. Otherwise, ask them to show you signs, and you're going to get some signs. And if you believe in God, then you know you call on God and you get your signs from that part too as well. That's up to those people that want to do that. But I'm gonna say for the people that's like me that know more different things, it says look after your environment and protect. Be a fierce protector of those you love, seeing the abundance in all forms around you. So like I said, that's the card we got. The second card we got was number 6, and this card is number 8. It's Archangel Raguel. Yeah. Raguel. Yeah, Raguel. I was right. Raguel. Not Raquel. Raguel. And it says relationship. You can't wait this up. I didn't even know it said that. Relationship healing, calm, and harmony. So this little archangel is saying you got to call some calmness and harmony to your life. Raguel's name means friend. He's the angel of harmony, justice, and fairness. Make him the perfect angel to call when you are faced with trial, a fair, and a just outcome. So for trials, that's what he good for. Archangel Raguel brings calmness, helping you be safe and relax as you ask and you trust for the highest good of your outcome. Seek the harmonious path. So it says for love and relationships, find balance by looking for an equal energy exchange. Boom. Is that not what I just talked about? Make sure you are not giving more than you receive. And see, now this one's talking about balance, but equally don't take others for granted. Be honest and open with your loved ones. Make sure that you both speak and listen. That was awesome sauce. Spiritually, it says choose peace in each moment. Make your meditation pillow. Be calm. Cultivate the well-being. It says cultivate inner calm and harmony. Slow down. Take strolls. That's right. Embodying the energy of Raguel is choosing the path of least resistance, harmony and peace. Harmonious trusting and karmic justice. No, you don't have to judge us. Let the universe look after that. I'm gonna have a whole session on my podcast about karma, because I don't believe karma is like the way I've been shown, and I be having a hard time with karma because I don't believe karma is like that. So yeah, I done turned over some type of leaf on that part. So we got Archangel Ariel, and we got Archangel Raguel. Notice he wearing blue and he got the balanced t-shirt on too. Didn't even see that. And he got wings. She got wings, but like she got on a coat and all this, a cowboy. Yeah, that's just different. So that was the cards for the angels, the angel deck, the archangels. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do another reading, but it's gonna be the opposite. Y'all know I go back and forth with these readings, giving tarot readings and oracle readings, and archangel readings, because sometimes there is a combination of things happening at one time, and they can be different areas. So I want you guys to have a great day. If you're not, make sure it happens to one or the other. So enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars, because you are these. So have a great day, lovelies. DM me on Instagram at capital TR, capital T RU, lowercase RU, capital H, okay, and ONEY, small lowercase on those letters. The H is the only capital. So DM me on True Honey for a session. If you're looking for a little bit more investment in spirituality and self-love, I am pushing up the game on that. We created, I'm grand opening a new Etsy page, which is gonna just be diverse. It's just gonna be what it is. I'm still working in spiritual aspects, partnering with a lot of folks right now who are in alignment with that type of situation, but I don't gotta explain all that. So that's just what it is. Sometimes you have to just get out the box and do something different. And the different in this case is orchestrated in your mind. You're thinking you're orchestrating this, and your guides and spirit guides and your animal totems and your other self that balances your light self. This combination, it'd be a real mix here. So I just want you guys to have a good day. If you hear music in the background, I do not own the rights to that music. I have a right to play that music. DM me, like I said, I will post at the bottom because this video will be in YouTube, and I will be posting the cards on probably on Instagram, Facebook at this point, and I'll just let people see them. But you'll have to go to the YouTube to hear the full video of it. So have a great one.